Welcome you all to my 10th video on transformation of sentences. We're doing how changes are made when we make from affirmative to negative or negative to affirmative or assertive, interrogative, etc. All these changes between 5 types of sentences, along with it changes from affirmative to negative and vice versa, we're doing. And in this video we will start solving the questions that came in the final examination. The first question is the one that came in 2004. We are doing 2004 first. This sentence is, he must confess his fault or he will be fined. He must confess his fault or he will be fined. And the instruction is use unless. Use unless. It means you have to write the sentence again, and while writing you have to use the word unless somewhere. And this means that just unless you cannot write. When you use unless, at that time other necessary changes also you will have to make. And whatever change you make, in whatever way you use the word unless, the meaning should remain the same. And one important point here is that the instruction is use unless. The instruction might also be make it negative. The same is the case, because unless is a word which gives a negative sense. If the word unless is there somewhere, this means that it is a negative sentence. So he must confess his fault or he will be fined unless, we begin with unless, he confesses. Your question may be, why this es? Es will be there because subject is he. It is in simple present tense. So after verb there is es. Again the question may be, here there is no es. Here it is confess, although subject is he. Here before the main verb auxiliary is used, must. When you have an auxiliary before the main verb, must, can, he can do. It is not he can does. He can come. It is not he can comes. When auxiliary is there before the main verb, then the verb is in the base form. And here there is no auxiliary, must is removed, so confesses. Unless he confesses his fault, he will be fined. He must confess his fault or he will be fined. So the interesting thing here is that the first sentence, the given sentence is affirmative, and at the same time it is also a compound sentence, and the answer is negative. At the same time it is also a complex sentence. This was number 1, and next one will be number 2. Number 2 also came in the same year, 2004, and actually there are 5 questions that we will have in the same year. It is possible that Mr. Barua will help you. It is possible. Possible. It means that there is a possibility. It means, in other words, we can use the word may. The instruction is use may. But how to use may? When there is the word possible or possibility, you can be sure that you can use the word may in the sentence and write it in a different way. So the answer is Mr. Barua may help you. That is a very simple thing. Mr. Barua may help you. It is possible that Mr. Barua will help you. That is a complex sentence. The knowledge that you had gathered in the earlier video when you learned difference between simple, complex and compound sentences, the same knowledge is applicable here. It is possible, that is the main clause, that Mr. Barua will help you. It is a subordinate clause. It is a complex sentence. So giving this sentence in the question paper, the instruction may be make it a simple sentence. Change it into a simple sentence, or the instruction may be rewrite the sentence using may. Mr. Barua may help you. For example, if you say there is a possibility, it is possible that it will rain today. You can say it may rain today. He may come. It is possible that he will come. That is how it is said. It is possible that Mr. Barua will help you. The instruction is use may, and the answer is Mr. Barua may help you. And if the instruction was change it into a simple sentence, then the same is the answer, Mr. Barua may help you. These 2 questions came in 2004. There are 3 more. Next one is number 3. These mangoes are so cheap that they cannot be sweet. The instruction is use to, T-O-O-2. Rewrite the sentence using to. And you are familiar with such sentences. So that, we earlier discussed these things many times. So that is a correlative. We can replace this so that, and in its place we can write to, and after this to, then the other word will be TO2. After this TO2 there will be an adjective, and then after this TO2 there will be a verb. That is another choice. if you want to replace it so that, then you can use to. And here is also something very interesting. These mangoes are so cheap that they cannot be sweet. This sentence is a complex sentence, and this sentence is also a negative sentence because cannot be sweet. It is negative sentence, it is a complex sentence, and in it so that is used. The instruction is here, rewrite the sentence using TOO2, use to. The instruction also may be make it a simple sentence. The instruction may also be make it affirmative. In all these cases, just forget about the difficulties. Just use to. After to the adjective, then to the verb. These mangoes are too cheap to be sweet. These mangoes are so cheap that they cannot be sweet. These mangoes are too cheap to be sweet. Instead of so that, we have used to. It may instruction here is use to. It may also be used to. This may be also given, or it may be make it affirmative, make it a simple sentence. In all the cases, the same is the answer. That was number 3. Next one is number 4. Number 4 is no one can deny that he is a good student. No one can deny that he is a good student. You have to make it affirmative. No one, that will be changing no one, that will be changing deny also. Everyone, no one will become everyone, deny will become admit. No one can deny, everyone must admit, or everyone must agree that he is a good student. So here we have made it negative, at the same time the meaning is the same. No one can deny that he is a good student, everyone must admit that he is a good student. The sentence is changed from negative to affirmative, at the same time meaning remains the same. This is what we have seen in some of the earlier sentences also with similar type of questions. And the next number is number 5. Number 5 is everybody wishes to be happy, and the instruction is make it interrogative. Everybody wishes to be happy. This is an affirmative, this is an assertive sentence, an affirmative also. And when you make it interrogative, you all know interrogative sentences are of 2 types: WH questions, yes no type questions. You can change it into both WH question and yes no type question. We have firstly changed it into WH question. Everybody wishes to be happy. The answer is who does not wish to be happy? Everybody wishes to be happy. Who does not wish? When you make it interrogative, at the same time you have to make it negative also. I have earlier told you that if you want to convey a negative message, then the question that you ask is affirmative. If you want to convey an affirmative message, the question that you ask, it is a negative question. So everybody wishes to be happy is an affirmative sentence. When you are changing it into interrogative, if you want to make the meaning remain the same, then you have to say who does not wish to be happy. Or you can change it into a yes no type question also. Does everybody not wish to be happy? Does everybody not wish to be happy? Or who does not wish to be happy? The first one I think sounds better. Both are correct. You can choose the first one. With this we have completed those questions, like questions from this section that came in the year 2004, and next we'll solve the questions that came in 2005. These are the first 2 questions that came in 2005. God alone can save him. We have to make it negative. God alone can save him. If God alone can save or only God can save him, in these cases the answer is none but God can save him. You can memorize this thing. None but is used to make negative when in the affirmative sentence you have alone or only. God alone or only God. In that case, none but God can save him. This question came in 2005 and again it came in 2008 also. This very sentence. Next one is the man serves his master sincerely. Sincerely is an adverb because it talks about, it qualifies the verb serves. How does the man serve? He serves sincerely. When a word that modifies a verb, it is called an adverb. When a word that modifies a noun or pronoun, it is called an adjective. Here sincerely is an adverb and the instruction is use noun form of sincerely. You have to rewrite the sentence, and when you rewrite the sentence, you have to use the noun form of sincerely. You are not to write the word sincerely, you have to use this noun form. This means when you use the noun form of this adverb, at that time maybe some other changes will be needed. These changes are up to you to understand it and to use. But first thing is you have to know what is the noun form of sincerely. Sincerely is an adverb and its noun form is sincerity. Adjective is sincere, adverb is sincerely, and noun is sincerity. So the question is, the man serves his master sincerely. If you were to use the noun form of sincerely, first you have to know the noun form. The noun form of sincerely is sincerity. And the answer will be, the man serves his master with sincerity. So you have used the word sincerity, and before it you have to use a preposition with. This knowledge you must have, and to test this knowledge this question was put. The man serves his master sincerely. The answer is, the man serves his master with sincerity. These were the first two sentences that came in 2005. Let us see the next one. The next one is, I can never forget your kindness. I can never forget your kindness. You have to make it interrogative. This sentence is affirmative. This sentence is assertive and negative. It is a negative assertive. Never is there. This implies negative. I can never forget your kindness, and you have to make it interrogative. Whenever you have the word never and you have to make it interrogative, then you have to use ever somewhere, remember. I can never. Can I ever? Can I ever forget your kindness? That is, at the end you must put question mark. This question came in 2005 and again came in 2009 also. I can never forget your kindness. Can I ever forget your kindness? Next one is, he is so weak that he cannot move. Again we have got, that is very common. So that. The instruction is, use to. Instead of so, this means that you have to remove so and so that this correlative, and in its place you have to use another correlative, to. And just using it is not enough, that in place of so you will write to, in place of that you will write to. No, you have to make some other changes, and this thing you must know. What is it? He is so weak that he cannot move. He is too weak to move. So correlative is changed. The sentence is changed from complex to simple. The sentence is changed from negative to affirmative. Whatever be the instruction, the answer is the same. He is so weak that he cannot move. He is too weak to move. And this was the question that this came in 2005. Next two questions also will be from the same year 2005, and next number will be number 10. Number 10 is, we left no plan untried. That is a very, very popular sentence. It often comes in the exam, and see it, how many years it came. It came in 2005, again in 2007, again in 8, again in 13 and 15. So this often comes, we left no plan untried, and the instruction is make it affirmative. We left no plan untried. This means it is negative, and we have to make it interrogative. And the simple answer is, we tried every plan. We tried every plan, that is affirmative. The negative is, we left no plan untried. Just memorize this. This is very important. Next one is number 11. Everybody cannot succeed. And the instruction is, you have to add tag question. Yes, adding tag question is also a part of transformation of sentences. And everybody cannot succeed. When everybody is the subject, we use in tag question at the end, we use they. Everybody cannot succeed. This cannot is negative, so the question tag will be affirmative. Everybody cannot succeed. Can they? And what is more important is that often we find in examinations some students only write this part. They write only the answer. No. When you write the answer to preposition, you have to write the full sentence. Don't only write a, on, and, on, in, at, to. No. Full sentence you have to write. You have to underline the preposition. When it is tag question, don't write only this part. You have to write the full sentence, give a comma, add tag question, then put question mark. This complete thing will give you 1 marks. Remember this thing. So we left no plan untried. The affirmative sentence will be, we tried every plan. Everybody cannot succeed. If you add a tag question, the answer will be, everybody cannot succeed. Can they? With this you have completed the questions that came in 2005. And next question will be those that came in 2006. The first question that came in 2006 is our serial number 12. This fact is too evident to require proof. Too evident to require. Too after two, adjective after two, verb. We are familiar with this kind of sentences. instruction is used so that. So this evident is, in place of to it will be so, evident will be evident. Then we'll write this fact is so evident that it does not require proof. This fact is too evident to require proof. This fact is so evident that it does not require proof. Next one is there is a slight difference between the two shades. There is a slight difference between the two shades. The instruction is use adjective form of difference. The word difference is used in the sentence. There is a slight difference. This difference is a noun, and you are to use the adjective form of difference. Firstly, you have to know what is the adjective form of difference. The adjective form of difference is different, and this means that in the sentence, instead of difference, you have to use different, and then just writing the word different in place of difference is not enough. Other changes will be required. So there is a slight difference between the two shades. When you say this and you want to change it using the noun form of, adjective form of difference, it means you have to use different in place of difference. You have to start with the shades first. The two shades are slightly different. Now before different, there is slight also became slightly. Slight is the adjective, difference is the noun. And here slightly is the adverb, different is the adjective. So the two shades are slightly different. There is a slight difference between the two shades. The two shades are slightly different. The next question will be from the same year 2006. That will be number 14. These are the last two questions from 2006. Is this the kind of dress to wear in school? This is the question. And by this question, the speaker actually means that this is not the kind of dress to wear in school. I already told you that if you want to convey a negative message, you ask a question in affirmative. If you want to convey an affirmative message, you ask a question in the negative. Is this the kind of dress to wear in school? Interrogative sentence, and it is affirmative. By this, the speaker means to say that this is not the kind of dress to wear in school. So this is the answer. This is not the kind of dress to wear in school. The instruction is make it assertive. We have made it assertive, and while making the such interrogative sentences to assertive, you have to remember that if the interrogative sentence is in affirmative, then assertive sentence will be negative, and vice versa. Then come to the next one. There is no smoke without fire. Make it affirmative. When you make it affirmative, at the same time actually you make it a complex sentence also. The given sentence is a simple sentence. There is no smoke without fire, and when you make it affirmative, at the same time you make it a complex sentence where there is smoke, there is fire. Let us see the last sentences again. Is this the kind of dress to wear in school? This is not the kind of dress to wear in school. And if the question is like this, is this not the kind of dress to wear in school? In that case it will be, this is the kind of dress to wear in school. There is no smoke without fire. The affirmative sentence is where there is smoke, there is fire. So all these 15 questions came in 2004 and 2006, 2004, 5 and 6, and some of them came in some other years also. In this way we will continue. In the next video we will practice, we will solve the questions that came in 2007 and later. Hope to meet you soon in a new video, with a new video. We will come and meet you. Thank you very much.